My name is H.B. Pitchlobe with the Abolition News Network on the Tennessee Railroad 10 years after the Civil War with a charming young former mistress, plantation mistress, from Georgia. How do you do?
Nice to meet you.
And your name is?
My name is Daisy Longvine.
Well, let's get to what happened to you as a result of the Civil War.
Well, the Union Army came through Chattanooga and wiped out my plantation and freed all my slaves.
Well, naturally.
Is this the parlor car?
No, madam, it's right down the hallway.
I'm Flora Dimquat.
Daisy Longvine.
Flora Dimquat.
H.B. Pitchlobe. Well, naturally, I must ask, how do you feel about losing everything? But no. I'll ask you instead, do you have any regrets or are you sorry about anything?
Yes, I'm sorry we lost the war. We should have beat those Yankees.
Do you know what?
No, what?
You should go to church and repent
Repent for what?
for having slaves in the first place.
How dare you? My family has owned slaves for generations, as approved by the book of Leviticus, chapter 25, verse 45.
You can't have slaves forever. See Exodus chapter 21, verse 2 and 3. If a slave serves you for 6 years, on the 7th year he shall be set free. You are nothing but a southern misfit, and you will be lucky if you even go to heaven.
How rude!
Yes. Well, things have changed, and you'll have to work for a living now. Did you learn anything from having slaves in the war?
Yes, looking back at the South, I realized that slavery is built upon the belief of the necessity of having whips, chains, and guns to run the economy. And I have written a poem that I would like to recite to you about it.
Okay, let's hear it. This is Daisy Longvine going to recite what?
There's still the land. There's still the land. There's still the land. The sun comes up. The sun goes down. The cotton blossoms. The cane grows back. The war's no more. The Yankees have won. There's still the land. There's still the land. As God's my witness, there's slaves no more. There's still the soil. There's still the soil. We still have rice. We still have hogs. The horses can plow. The crops will grow. The tomatoes turn red. The melons grow seeds. There's still the soil. There's still the soil. The South is back with slaves no more.
So you've heard it. There's still the land. The South can come back. This is H.B. Pitchlobe for the Abolition News Network saying good afternoon.
Volumes 1 through 10 on the road to the abolition of slavery. Volumes 1 and 2. Introduction on the road to the abolition of slavery. Slavery explained in the words, writing, and songs of contemporary politicians, abolitionists, slaves, pro-slavery advocates, and others. Volume 3. Politics on the road to the abolition of slavery. The institution of slavery and how it was written into the U.S. Constitution. Volume 4, Heroes and Heroines on the Road to the Abolition of Slavery. Liberated from the shackles of slavery, countless slaves made extraordinary contributions to society. Volume 5, Obstacles on the Road to the Abolition of Slavery. Slavery culturally entrenched and protected by religious, political, and social obstacles. Volume 6, Martyrs on the Road to the Abolition of Slavery. people, black and white, gave their lives in the fight for freedom from slavery. Volume 7, Kidnappers and Justice, on the Road to the Abolition of Slavery. The law protected slavery, and the scales of justice were in favor of the slave owners. Harriet Beecher Stowe, The Evil of Slavery. Stowe reveals the people and the conditions that inspired her explosive novel about slavery and life in the South. Volume 8, The Legacy of What Slavery Left Behind. War-ravaged people struggle to rebuild their society and come to terms with the repercussion of slavery after the Civil War. Volume 9, Those Dedicated Angels, on the Road to the Abolition of Slavery. Recognizing the work of 12 abolitionists whose extraordinary dedication helped to free the enslaved, these are the people who fought for a higher standard of mankind. Volume 10, coming soon, summer 2013. The Beginning of Slavery, Indentured Servants and the Transatlantic Slave Trade. Colonial plantations needed labor, more orphans, loose women, convicts, and Quakers than the Old World could send as indentured servants. So the colonists looked to Africa, and the transatlantic slave trade thrived for 450 years.